Hello everybody and welcome back to Age of Conflicts. And in today's video, we're going to be making more countries. And as you can see, we're on the old map with all these other countries. We have Turkey over here, we got the Shanghai Imperium, we got New Darien. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding even more nations to this map. So even more countries on this map, which is going to be insane. And I think we're going to start out with Sweden here. As we're going to have them off the bat next Norway, Finland, Denmark, and Faroe Islands, of course. Can't forget them. They need to annex Denmark, and I guess technically Greenland too. So this thing is already insane. I'm pretty sure this whole region is called Scandinavia, so that's what we're going to be naming it. So we have named it Scandinavia. Maybe? I have no clue how to spell that. I butchered that so much. But here we have Scandinavia, so that's already one country. Let's see how big they are. They are, I think that's 2,700 pixels. Maybe? I think Greenland does most of that. Yeah, area. So that is the area. So these guys are smaller. I think New Darien is definitely the smallest. So you know what? Since they lost the very start of last episode, we're going to have them annex all these little countries. Oh, I accidentally unpaused that. Oh well. Okay, so yeah, we had some stuff over here happen. I'm just gonna kind of fix this. There we go. You know that'll work. But, so now Russia has all that. But now we need to add probably another country that's pretty big. And I think the best place to do that is actually down here in Africa. We'll start with the DR Congo right now. And we're just going to trace out their borders real quick. So I'm thinking they go up into this area right here. They're going to go up into Cameroon a little bit. I think Nigeria is probably going to be a big country here as well. We're going to have. But their borders are also going to creep into Angola. They need more land down here, obviously. So we'll give them up to maybe there, and they'll take over everything up to this lake. You know, that seems about right. Then we've got to make the country. So boom, 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 and boom, and boom. Okay. Now we gotta have these guys annex other countries. So like specifically all these little ones they incorporate. Then we're gonna have to spawn cities, and it's a whole process. But basically, we're gonna move on to the next country. The next country is gonna be Indonesia, and we're gonna be turning these guys in the Maja. I think it's the Maja Hipit. I think that's what it is. But this empire has kind of like a flag like Indonesia does. It was a lot more stripes though, like red and white stripes. And they were a pretty decently sized empire back in the day. This was a long time ago. But these guys are gonna take over. They're gonna annex the rest of the Philippines. Oh, they're gonna annex that dude. They're gonna annex boom. Boom. Yeah, they're annexing all of these. Obviously over here. So that leaves them looking something like this. They're pretty big. I think, honestly, we're just going to give Bougainville over to the Solomon Islands. Which means the rest of this area is owned by these guys. But up here, on the peninsula over here, Thailand is just getting cooked. I don't know what to say. The rest of this is probably... I have an idea for the rest of this, but, everything up to, like, there. Everything up to there will be owned by these guys. Now, these guys are decent. They're pretty small, honestly. Definitely pretty small, but, you know, they control vast territory. This is the only one that actually borders another one of the countries, technically. I mean, they're right there on the islands. They border with water, so that counts. But now we're going to be going to war, and it's going to be a series, and we're going to do this until there's too many countries. Until the countries are maxed out. There's going to be countries everywhere, I'm thinking. So it's kind of like a series, but, so yeah. Let's take a look at the scenario. So, we're going to go ahead and just jump straight into this. Ukraine's getting absolutely cooked. So is Mongolia, Pakistan, India, Myanmar, Thailand, yeah. Thailand's already collapsed. We're going to turn on defeat real quick, I think. Defeats. So, if a country dies, I think we should know. Wars. I think so. Okay, that should be good. I think we're getting like pop-ups now. Oh, well, this is covering it. Okay. I think that's better. Yeah, I think conquer. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, so already a ton of countries dead. 113 left. The Shanghai Imperium did a little bit, not too much. You know, they haven't lost, I don't think, much land. They have lost a bit, though. The Machu Picchu Empire, I think I'm saying it right, hopefully, lost a little bit of land. DR Congo lost a little bit. We need to rename these guys. I don't like that. We're renaming this. Okay, I just took a screenshot on accident. To, Central Africa. Oh, they lost a lot of land. Turkey. We'll just leave it like that, you know, it's whatever. And then New Area will stay the same, of course. We already have a lot of countries that are losing. The biggest one so far I've ever made. Oh, well, the Shanghai Imperium just died. I don't know how. We're already kicking this off to a rocky start. Myanmar got really big. Scandinavia is still here. Hopefully some of these countries will survive that I made. So we're going to keep going until more and more of these countries are going to survive to the top 10. Until eventually all of the countries are just mine. So that'll be interesting. But the biggest one is Scandinavia. Then we have the Central Africa, New Darien. Turkey is pretty low down there, followed by the Machu Picchu Empire. I'm not saying it right. Man, the rest are dead. You know, not very good. I'm just gonna go ahead and save the world sometime. You know, get rid of some of these guys. There we go. You know, maybe that helps. So now we're down to 55 nations already, taking this off to a great start. It slows down so much from here, though. That is the big problem. But it's already in 5 times speed, so that'll definitely be nice. Problem is, there's so much more land to cover. Hopefully, maybe actually I'm gonna check if there's like a advanced wars. Maybe we'll do a different combat efficiency system. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that does. Or change it back to the original. And let that be that. So we're down to 48 countries. Yeah, we've definitely slowed down a lot. Japan is huge. Going back up. Scandinavia is still in the top more area. They're still kind of up there. Turkey. Yeah, didn't go very well for these guys. They still have some land claims over here. We got all that. New area is doing okay. The weakest one is Nudarian right now. Or no, it's actually Turkey. Turkey, yeah. That's very sad, actually. We're still needing some more countries. You know, we're not playing around this time. So we're down to 39 nations, and I think this one's gonna go out very long. This is definitely gonna be a crazy one, because oh wow, the Machu Picchu. Oh man, the Indonesian Empire is currently getting very big. The Scandinavians are kind of big still. You know, they're not the biggest anymore, but you know they had some land. Russia is still #1, followed by Canada. But it's not like double the size. So that's very good. Russia has Moscow, but it currently says that they don't own. That's not the rightful owner. I don't know. There's something going on with it. Okay, the capital is now moved back. So, oh man, I thought these two were the same. Could not be having that. There we go. Turkey is big again. They're pretty big again. Scandinavia and Nudarian were pretty high up there at the same time. These guys are still doing good. It was a shame that the Shanghai Imperium died, because they were pretty strong. Turkey's still doing good. Iran has a lot of land. That's Ethiopia. That's the Yemen. Okay, well. Yeah, it didn't last very long. That kind of sucks. Oh well, we're down to 32 nations now. I think the continent with the most nations is probably Africa. Definitely not North or South America or Australia. Could be Asia, then again. Definitely not Europe. Europe still doesn't have very much. Africa has a lot, though. Smallest nations in the world right now. New Zealand's the smallest. Basically have all the land they started out with. That's crazy. Who has the most gold, though? Central Africa, actually. One of my creations. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they're currently using that. Never mind. Oh, wait. That wasn't very good. Angola is now at the top, which they were fighting. Lowest is, there are some guys in debt. Russia's in debt, actually. That'd be, oh. I definitely missed something. Oh yeah, Iran and Russia and Canada are all at the same size, basically. They're all right there. Isn't very good. Maybe we can have it like... Oh no. What have I done? Shoot. Oh man, so rack up to 37 nations. Oh, I just ruined this so much. Oh man, this is so bad. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. Let's try to revive Iran, actually. We'll spawn, yeah. We'll spawn a nation right in Tehran. That's a weird name. That's okay. There we go. Iran. Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now. We need to, I have an idea. We're gonna, like, draw it out. This is just gonna take so long. We're gonna have to take all of that. Well, take all that. Take all that, that, and that. And then we'll call it good. Okay, we gotta change that color though. Okay, I know that was a very big distraction. Okay, carry on. That took so long, and we're still at 38 countries, so that was just even worse. Let's try to delete. Yeah, like China, 1 pixel, you're gone. Kazakhstan, 2 pixels, you're gone. Your Republic, you weren't even supposed to exist in the first place. Pakistan, yeah, they're gone. Iraq was not supposed to exist either. They're gone. New Zealand is still doing pretty good. Okay, I don't know what I just did up here. Chechnya was not supposed to exist either. Saudi Arabia wasn't either. Russia, Italy. Okay, I think it's fixed. We did it. Who's all survived? Okay, Iran. I'm gonna fix their flag actually. It's fixed. Yeah. So Turkey is still doing pretty good. We got Scandinavia right behind them, and New Delhi right after that. So yeah, they're all doing pretty good. Central Africa is kind of far behind in the Majapahit Empire. Oh man, yeah, that's just not it. They're pretty far down there, honestly. Okay, New Zealand's actually doing pretty good. I was about to delete them too. Yeah, they almost have Canberra. Let's see. 25 nations left. They're doing very good. New Narian is kind of getting cooked there. Not too much. Hopefully, I think one of my nations will win. I'm gonna try not to rig it this time. I know I normally do. This one will be fair. Okay. Ooh, Japan. There they go. India's up at the top now. This would be a powerhouse, realistically. This would be insane. But then again, it couldn't exist, so. Okay, Russia is making a comeback against Scandinavia. Scandinavia lost a lot. They're down pretty far. Mozambique. These guys. I don't know about them. I just destroyed them. Oh well. Central Africa is doing really good. Like, look at that. That's pretty good. So is Turkey. They're doing pretty good. New Delhi is doing pretty good as well. Everyone's doing really good. I mean, I guess you kind of have to. Because the smallest nation is New Zealand, which is still pretty large. They have more land than they started with. But their max is actually 50 tiles bigger, yeah. I think after this war, if they don't, well, I don't even know what to say there. Okay, guess we're not deleting them. I was gonna say, if they didn't take any land from that, I was gonna delete them, but they were doing pretty good. Yeah, India is gonna be a very big problem here. They are currently in second with Canada, kind of like tied around there, but yeah, they're way past that now. Iran is going down the drain. Russia is still the biggest, but barely. I think India might take that back. They might take #1. They might steal it. Central Africa is doing really good. It's currently our best contender right now. And it was the worst at one point. And then Turkey is right behind it. Or not that far behind. New Delhi isn't that far behind either. And Scandinavia, and a little bit farther down, the Majapahit Empire. Italy's doing pretty good at the Roman Empire depression. Scandinavia is pretty far back up. I think they're moving themselves back up. Central Africa is just so big right now. Ooh, that's not going to be good. Yeah, oh well. You win some, you lose some. There's a ton of blue right here in 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And followed by some red and then some green. And then a random assortment of colors. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just going to delete New Zealand. Wait. Are they going to come back? Are they going to come back? They did steal Australia's capital, which is in New Zealand now. I think we let them, because Mauritania is right behind them. Where's Mauritania? Where's Mauritania? Oh, Turkey. Oh wait, they still have some land up here. So they're still pretty big. That is not good. Not good at all. Okay, all of our countries are suffering right now. Central Africa, yeah, is still suffering. All of them are suffering. I think Scandinavia is about to die. Wait. Okay, they kind of made it come back. They made it come back. And that's not good. So Central Africa is our best country. And they definitely been better. Yeah. But not by very much. So, you know, that isn't too bad. I don't know what's going on over here. Okay, we're down to 20 countries. After Central Africa, there's a very big gap in this New Darien, which probably hasn't not really seen better days. Okay, wait. Well, okay, yeah, they're pretty much the biggest they've ever been. Central Africa is now the biggest they've ever been. They are 5th, I think. Yeah, they're 5th. I paused it for a second. Then it's Scandinavia, which is pretty far down there. Then it's Majapahit Empire, which is actually bigger than Turkey. Did we lose another country? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we didn't. Okay. Okay, Turkey's making a comeback. They're making a comeback. Oh my goodness, they just made a comeback. Okay, yeah, they skyrocketed to 2nd in the countries I've made. Central Africa's still, yeah, they've never been bigger. New Darien, yeah, they've never been bigger. Oh, they've been bigger by 1 pixel. That doesn't really count. Yeah, New Zealand just pulled themselves out of the depths. We're just gonna delete Mauritania. They were up here. That's why I couldn't find them. They're like the same color. Italy is very big right now, and Scandinavia is not doing very good. They're losing a lot of their old land. Greenland is kind of gone. Over here, actually, they didn't used to have all that. So, they did have that 1 pixel. And there's a war going on, so you know. Yeah, they definitely have some pixels over there, but they're pretty good. Central Africa is just so big. India is insane. So is Russia and Canada. Central Africa's in 4th now. They're kind of right behind. But Italy's above them, and they're kind of okay. They're fighting 4 wars at once. Slow down. Okay, I should have never doubted them. I should have never doubted them. Oh my goodness, I should have never doubted them. They hit 10,000 there for a second. Should not have doubted them. Okay, Turkey just fell. Okay, Japan's in the bottom. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Japan. It's only gonna help the top 2. Will actually help the Majapahit Empire a little bit, you know. Oh, Turkey. Oh wait, they brought themselves back up above New Zealand. But Italy is pretty strong right now. They almost just took over Scandinavia. Central Africa is suffering. All of them are suffering right now after a glory age. Okay, wait. Turkey is getting pretty big again. Yeah, they're still not really at anything. At their peak, they were 5,000 pixels bigger than Central Africa. I mean, that's pretty big. Okay, yeah, this definitely isn't their peak, but they're definitely very big. Yeah, they got like all the land they once had. I mean, besides their original land, but land they claimed, basically. They're fighting for Ankara, and hopefully they're ever going to get it back. Okay, them and Scandinavia are fighting. That's not what we want. Scandinavia is almost at the bottom, but New Zealand is kind of saving them right there. Or, no, Greenland is saving them, but New Zealand is kind of a lost cause. Yeah, at this point, they're not going to escape this. India is now the biggest, and then it's Russia. Russia has a pretty good foothold in this side of the world now, actually. Kind of lost their European parts. Okay, Turkey is doing miracle work, I guess. Maybe. Please. Wait. That was really good. That actually boosted them a lot. Central Africa definitely seen better days. So is New Darien. Still though, these aren't bad borders. I'm not gonna lie, these aren't bad borders, not at all. Okay, Scandinavia's almost in the bottom. So the rest of our countries have not died yet. That's pretty good. We're down to 15 countries. Still doing pretty good. Oh, okay. I kind of missed this. Kind of late reaction. That is crazy. They just took out all of India. India's very tiny now. They have no money. That's the problem. They have no money. Yeah, they're in debt. Come on. Yes, we attacked them. Oh my goodness, yes. Come on. Yeah, Turkey has almost never been bigger. Oh, wow. They've done it. They really have. Okay, well. Turkey is in third now. The Rajput Empire just... Okay, yeah, India's dead. Yeah, India's definitely dead. They went from number 1 to losing all their money and second worst. Madagascar, where are you? Yeah, okay, you're dead. Okay, Central Africa is probably just gonna lose. Yeah. Oof. I mean, Italy's very strong here. Yeah, honestly, India's just gonna die. They're gone. Goodbye. Yeah, this is very good. Turkey is in third. This is the closest we've ever been winning in this game, in this match so far. New Darien and Scandinavia are in the bottom now, which is not very good. We have Argentina, who won in South America. Canada won in North America. Asia and Africa, really kind of hard to tell. And I think kind of close between, because the Rajput Empire is so strong. But Australia pretty much won in Australia. Because, I mean, it's Australia. Okay, it's kind of calmed down a little bit. If Turkey attacks Italy, or either way around, I think Italy's gonna lose a lot of land in Arabia, and maybe even Turkey get their land back. Okay, Rajput Empire just rose into second, biggest ever been. Russia's probably gonna die soon, and the top 3 spots are red. Yeah, Russia's probably gonna. Yeah, Russia's dead. So Russia is also dead too, for the most part. Central African Republic is still doing very good. Oh yeah, Russia just died. So Rajput Empire is in first, followed by Canada, and Turkey is right behind. Wait, because of Italy. They might... Yeah, they're in second now. Okay, well... That didn't go very well. But now they're back in third. But we have first, third, fifth, and then we have one at the very bottom, and then three spots from the bottom. Or technically 2. I don't know. Which one? Scandinavia is bringing themselves back. Italy is kind of dying. They ran out of money. It's always the money. I think Angola is going to die now. So that's Australia. We got a lot of blue here. We got a same shade right here, it looks like. Like the exact same shade. And then Argentina's a little bit different. So that's definitely very crazy. New Darien, we're probably gonna have to delete soon. The next place is Brazil, which is in Africa now. They have probably been, I'm pretty sure they've been there for a while. But yeah. Probably have to delete them. They're 3 times bigger than New Darien. They lost all of their Panama parts. Basically no South America left. Yeah, they don't even own like the Panama Canal now. So, yeah, I think it's time. I think we're still gonna win. Okay, yeah. We're down to 4 of our nations left. Man, that's sad. Turkey has risen to first. But now our powers are starting to fight each other. We just need to form a big alliance. We form a big alliance, that'll help us. Yeah, Italy is going down the drain. I don't think they're definitely not winning this. I think it'll definitely be a race between our powers and Canada. Canada's our biggest opponent now. And Argentina, which is pretty far behind, but it does look like they have a lot on the map. Red and blue. Red, blue, and green are the only teams left in the world right now. Yeah, it looks like green's probably not going to lose. Argentina's pretty close, or the blue is pretty close behind, but they're still far away. Australia kind of won there. But yeah, and then red is just all they'll hold the top three, and there's only 3 red countries. The Majapahit Empire has been losing a lot of land recently. Turkey's been taking some of that land, so. Ooh, yeah, it's not good. Because now Canada is right around there too. Okay, Italy has almost died right there to Turkey. We got Ankara back. We might be taking. Please, no. Please. No. Almost. Turkey's still number 1. Turkey, Canada. Yeah, Brazil is gonna die. Central African Republic is the biggest they've ever been. They basically won Africa at this point. Argentina won South America fully. North America mostly goes to Canada. Honestly, Italy has the most of Europe, but they're still very weak. And I mean, Scandinavia is too. And then for Asia, Turkey and the Majapahit Empire pretty much share the continent. I guess the United States is there. It's like all their land. Yeah, besides some of like Alaska. And yeah, there's not very many countries left. We lost. Yeah, we just lost the Brazil. So there's only 1 green left. 5 blue, 3 red. Central African Republic actually replaced the Majapahit Empire at number 3. So that's a little concerning. Yeah, they're kind of skyrocketing right now. They're taking over Turkey's lands. Okay, Canada's now entered Europe. A lot of different things happening. Argentina's still very big. The bottom 4 are just kind of out there. They're not really doing anything. I think Scandinavia is probably going to be the next to go. They might just die of natural causes, but you can never be too sure. Central Africa lost some land there, or gained some. They got something. They've been bigger by 300 pixels. 311 pixels. That's crazy. Scandinavia is still fighting for their life. Yeah, okay, their capital was taken back. Yeah, still not very good for them. Yeah, they're very weak. Way weaker than the rest. I'm gonna delete Scandinavia. Okay, so Scandinavia is now gone. We got Turkey at number 1, followed by Canada, not too closely behind. Then Central Africa and the Majapahit Empire, right behind. Argentina is pretty close after that. Then it's the United States, Italy, and Australia. So we only have 3 countries left. And they are... 2 of them are new and 1 is old. Turkey is the old one. I'm about to delete Australia, honestly. I think we just do it. In this, we got 7 nations left. Okay, the Majapahit Empire got like all of that. Because that'll be crazy for them. Yeah, very big buff for them. They're back to 3rd. 2 to 4 are very strong. And yeah, they're pretty much constantly flipping. Turkey is above the rest a little bit. Central Africa is dropping a little bit. And Argentina is very far down there. Italy and the United States, though, are very far down there as well. I think if we delete the U.S., then Italy... I don't think Italy would gain anything from that. So we'd have to delete both of them. So honestly, I'm willing to do it. I'm going down to 5 nations. If Italy can pull back right now, after this war. Okay, no, they didn't. They pull back enough, honestly. We'll let them survive. But the USA is gone, so we're down to 6 nations, not 5. So, you know, this video will be a little bit longer, so, you know, that's whatever. The Majapahit Empire is back in number 1, though. Turkey has in 4th, actually, and Canada's back number 2. Central Africa is at number 3. I don't know, it was Italy. Italy kind of happened. So this definitely is not good. The Majapahit Empire has taken a lot of land because of the legions recently. Canada is still growing stronger. Argentina and Italy are kind of neck and neck. Italy has surpassed Argentina now. So, we're kind of getting close to wrapping this up, hopefully. Why is no one fighting? I'm going to have to make people fight. Nah, ain't nobody fighting. I don't know who that is. Oh, okay. Well, I made some people fight. It's not really doing anything. And I think we just go for it. So, by the year 3,500, I'll say, we're going to do what just happened. So Turkey just got completely obliterated somehow. So Italy skyrockets to 2nd, almost 1st. The Majapahit Empire is still number 1. Central Africa is about to get dominated. Argentina and Central Africa are just about to be deleted. I think, yeah, Italy's probably going to win that now. Because of Turkey. That's crazy. Yeah, Italy's number 1. Man, that was looking really good. That was looking really promising. We can still pull this back up. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, we can still pull this back, hopefully. Central Africa is doing a really good job of taking over this place for us. Okay, I just realized I didn't save the file, so I have to redraw it all again, so it'll look different in the next video. I'm gonna try to recreate it though, so, you know, it'll be whatever. Let's see, Argentina's gonna be the next to go. Honestly, yeah, we're gonna do it. Maybe this gives a buff. Oh yeah, Central Africa is actually getting a lot from this. They somehow stuck their way over to here. Just kind of raced down the Andes. Eventually, they got basically all of Brazil. And the rest went to Canada. So Canada is up to number 1 actually. With the rest not too far behind. But, yeah, I guess we're just gonna wait until something happens. We're back, and big major thing happened here. Canada lost a lot of land in South America, and we're actually going to be deleting Italy because they are very weak right now. There we go. Canada will actually grab some of this, so you know, makes it a little bit more fair. So now we're down to Canada, Central Africa, and the Majapahit Empire. I think the Majapahit Empire is going to win this, but you honestly will never know. Yeah, because see, like, look. They can end up collapsing entirely. Central Africa is now number 1. Look at that. And honestly, I want to lead Canada, but that's just going to be pretty much a dominant Central Africa by a lot. Majapahit Empire was going to get, like, Siberia, and maybe like northern Canada, like up here. So maybe we don't do that. Maybe we wait if they get a little bit weaker. Then maybe we do that. 3,600 now. This is a very long video, so you know what? Yeah, we're gonna cut it short. We will be deleting Canada. You know, we'll see what happens. Is Majapahit Empire gonna make it over there? Oh, they will. Not as much as I expected, though. Oh yeah, it's not as much as I expected. So Central Africa and the Majapahit Empire are going to fight. It's about a 60 to 40 ratio right here. So, You know what? We're just going to end it there. You know what? Both our countries are final two. I'll take it. And I enjoyed making this video. This is going to be a series now. There's going to be there's a playlist for it, so you can already look at that up. It should already be there. But if you enjoyed this video, show your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.